Hi, Year 6, hope you're doing well. Mr. Meffam and Mrs. Pegler tell me you're doing a great job with the first week's lessons worth on the violin. And for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing a bit more on the violin, and one piece of work in particular, which is called The Four Seasons. Not surprisingly, it's divided into 4 chunks, this bit of work. It's a classical piece of music. Spring, summer, autumn and winter. It was written about 300 years ago, so a long time ago, but it's been played very regularly since then. You might recognise some of the bits of it because it's quite often used in teleprograms and adverts and that sort of thing. Next week you'll be spending a bit of time finding out a bit more about its composer, who was called Vivaldi, and when it was written and how it was written and all those sorts of things. But this week I'm going to give you the chance to listen to the whole piece of work and just see how it makes you feel. Just see if you can spot yourself what the composer was trying to do to get the feeling of each of those seasons across to his audience. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to have a piece of paper and then divide that piece of paper into 4 sections. So section 1 is going to be spring, and then surprise, surprise, summer, and then autumn, and then winter. And then as each section of the music plays, you can either write or draw your feelings about that piece of music. That might be, oh, in the spring section I can hear some birds twittering. That's like a spring sort of thing. Or it feels like lots of things are coming to life. There's no right and wrong answers here. We all have different responses to the music. So you can draw the pictures of that sort of thing happening. You can draw how it's making you feel. There's a bit, let me just play you a little bit at the moment. This is from one season. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. You can guess. Hopefully you can hear that. And to me, that's already making me feel a little bit anxious, wondering what's going to be happening next. So you might be wanting to write feelings. So I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling relaxed, I'm feeling nervous, I'm feeling excited. All those sorts of lovely adjectives to describe the feelings that the music gives to you. Okay, so the piece of music is called The Four Seasons, and I'm going to give you a version of it which is a fairly famous version. The main violin solo is played by a man called Nigel Kennedy, who is a British violinist. He is known not only for his classical playing but also for jazz, and he's done some rock playing, does all sorts of things. He's known for his spiky hair, sometimes his crazy clothes. So he's a very keen Aston Villa supporter, football fan. And on one occasion he made his whole orchestra, instead of wearing, they normally wear the very formal sort of suits and all that sort of thing, he made them all wear Aston Villa kit, and got the crowd, the audience chanting Aston Villa songs at half time and things like that. So he's known for being a bit off the wall, a bit strange, but boy can he play the violin. Just if you watch the way his fingers work and the way he makes that instrument produce all these amazing different sounds. If you have any questions as you are going through, please do put your hand up, and then either Mr. Meffam can answer them for you, or I'm quite happy for those questions to be sent back to me, and I will answer them if I can and send you a video for next week. I am going to ask this. It is obviously a listening task, this one, and please, it should be listening. So that means not talking while the music is playing. If there's something you want to say or a comment that you want to make, or if Mr. Meffam thinks that it's time for a little bit of a break and a chat to see how you're feeling about this piece of music, you just need to put your hand up and ask for a stop. But otherwise, please don't talk or fidget, because it just spoils it for everybody else. Okay. So I'll let Mr. Meffam get all the paper and the pens and all the rest of it organised, and then hopefully you'll enjoy Vivaldi's Four Seasons.